Hi guys, welcome to Runout.tv. It's Mal here and we are watching a match between real life online players Larry and Mr. Bill, who is by far the most active player. Larry wins a lot of tournaments, very regular player for many years, and just thought I'd check in, bit of online play to see how things are going. Just to give you guys an update of what I've been up to, as Bill seems to be playing very well. I think he's getting better and better because he plays that much. Sorry if you hear some squeaking. I've got a squeaky chair, as somebody who listens to my podcast pointed out, and I do like to move around. I've been playing a lot of... that black won't drop, unlucky. Been playing a lot of football, or at least participating in a lot of football. Now I'm co-managing a Sunday League team, which is good, and enjoying being involved in that. We're going to a cup final next Friday, so hopefully that'll go well. And apart from that, everything's going good. But I haven't really played that much VP4 for quite a while. Just haven't, you go through stages where you're really into it, stages when you're not. I do want to try and get a bit of time at some point to practice and get back into playing. I must admit, the tournaments online, I do find that they just take up a whole evening, and I do struggle with that a little bit. I don't know whether you guys know this or not, but I have quite a lot of the symptoms of depression, which I didn't realise until recently. Not so much because I feel particularly horrible about my life, but I get very fidgety if I do something for a short space of time. I get quite like I do a video, I'll render it, online it while it's uploading. That you guys might see that post on the Runout TV page, that it's on there, but obviously there's usually an hour's delay on when before it actually appears able to press play. Once I've got all that done, I'll go away and do something else. Is that red going to drop? Yes. So it's kind of difficult to for me to sort of sit and chill. I reckon one of the best things you can do to sort of get clarity in your life is to, say, drive your car to a car park or supermarket, for example, park in the corner and just sit, have no music, no phone, no anything really, and just totally relax for an hour. And you'll find if you try and sit like that, it's actually really hard. Also, I don't feel like I've got much purpose in life. You guys might see my blog and think, oh, that's how he sort of keeps himself busy all the time. Well, really it isn't. Apart from the videos, I don't do anything with it. So I kind of find myself scratching about for things to do. Obviously, I've got my job, which I quite like, and different things, but I've always wanted to be someone seen as a little bit important. I deal in my life with directors of local authority and MPs and different people who are important in the eyes of others. Not always liked, but that doesn't bother me. So I wouldn't mind a little bit of that myself. But so at my age, I'm 32. I'm feeling like I should be getting somewhere. I should be becoming someone. If you asked it, one of the key questions you can ask yourself is, what are you? And if you say a plumber or an electrician, or you're a father, or you're whatever, when you ask me that question, I don't really have an answer for you. I'm just here. So that's obviously a few things that are going on in my life to sort of share with you guys. It's not all about VP4 for me. I'm very proud of the fact that I won a couple of big tournaments. That does actually mean something to us. When I won a World Championship and a Masters. I don't think I'm going to win that on VP4 because there's a lot of very good players who I think have a bit of an edge on me, although I'm definitely one of the better ones. But I just haven't been sort of enthused to play recently, guys. I've got to be honest on the online one. And there's Larry missing an unfortunate one. I think he's going to go in off. That's probably going to go in. Well, that's a silly one, and it gives Bill the chance to extend his lead to 5-3. Also, one of the things that I do notice in shots like that, where Larry's just played there, not being nasty, but I don't know whether he played that against me. I think people tend to concentrate more, and I don't like it when I only get people's best game and they don't try against other people. I don't mind getting the best game, but I just don't like it when other people don't. But Bill is now 5-3 up in race 9. But I really appreciate all of my subscribers, by the way. I've got a couple of new ones, so hi guys, if you've joined up. the last couple of days. I really appreciate you guys sticking around watching my videos because I love doing them. Oh, there's a golden break straight in as well off Bill. Has he found the secret to the break? I don't know. It's hard on VP4. I guess we're just waiting now for the the full release on the 9-ball one, and hopefully we'll get a lot more, new players and a lot more tournaments to play. And I think, one of my sort of recommendations, if I can give one, is to make sure that there's a good mix in the tournaments between sort of short tournaments and the longer tournaments, and maybe even with the longer tournaments played over a couple of days, maybe not all one night, because anyone who's played pool in real life knows that if you run a last 16 tournament over, I guess it's not so bad on here because you always have the right amount of tables, but in a club, a tournament with 32 people in, double elimination, is going to take you 12 hours to play if you're playing like first to 7 or first to 9. It's going to take you a minimum of 12 hours to play it. So you've got to factor that in. I'm a diabetic, so I don't really play live now, but it takes an awfully long time to play. That's a great shot by Larry there. He's going to have to step it up now if he wants to get back in this match. Stuff like that you've got to be aware of in pool because it just takes so long. I remember I ran a tournament a year past November, and we had a load of lads come from Leeds, good players actually, and I ended up coming fourth in that one, which I was really proud of. Really good result for me. But I was there from 12 o'clock, and my mate at 5 we weren't even barely through the first 2 rounds of matches. Said he had to go and play pool, and he was one of the tournament organisers. And I barely spoke to him after that because he left me totally in the lurch running this tournament that I'd never ran before, and he ran off to play 8-ball pool, and he got himself drunk, and it was just really stupid, and I just sort of spooked me from ever doing it again because you've got to realise how long these things take. That's a very good putt again. So great shot there by Mr. Bill. Mr. Bill amazingly impresses me. He's a lovely bloke. I've spoke to him on TeamSpeak. Really nice guy. He plays VP4 all the time. He's a real addict, I think is the word, and I mean that in the nicest possible way. He's a lovely guy, and it's nice to see him always on. Whenever you come on, he's always there, and he plays the ranked people who play tournament matches. And he really must have, I don't know if he's actually making a profit, if he's cashing all the time, but he has played just so much VP4. I think he has more than twice, maybe even getting up towards 3 times the amount of ranking points of anybody else. It remains to be seen if any new players who appear on the game once it fully releases, if they're going to get as good. Now this shot here is a tester. You've got that big 9-ball taking up such a huge part of the table, so you really have to try and get across towards the middle pocket here. That's what you got to think about. Don't focus so much on the... Yeah, you see, that's always a danger. He checked it. He might be okay. He might be able to spin this in, but there's that big area of the table where the 9-ball covers. I might have just tried to roll towards maybe the 3rd dot up on the left-hand side there to leave yourself the black. Oh, VP3, that would have gone, but that's a big miss for Bill. 7-3 against 6-4 is a big difference in terms of the flow of the match. Larry needs to clear up here, and I'm sure he will. Left himself a bit more tricky than he would have wanted, but that's still well within Larry's capabilities. Nice drink there. And yes, no fear. 6-4. The next 2 racks are critical. It could be 6-6, it could be 7-5, or it could be 8-4 after the next 2 racks. So that's no, Larry, no. If that 2 comes open, well, it doesn't, but he gets to pick his angle to get into it. My personal preference here would be to go top spin the 1, hit the white off the cushion and come into the 2. Which I think Bill, or just, in fact, that's a good note in the angle he's using. You can just roll behind it and pop the 2 at the corner, which is exactly what Bill's doing. That's one of the benefits, guys, of playing a lot. Bill definitely does, is being able to see these shots. When you get a bit rusty, you sometimes get a bit over creative, when in fact simplicity is the best way. The 3, let's have a look. I believe the 3 does go. Oh, it's tight, but he can play it off the cushion. Well, in the end, Bill sort of played a stop shot really, if anything, but the 3 ball's now tricky. Well, he could go for the middle bag, but the white's going away from the 4. Therefore, probably back it up and down in the corner to leave the 4 in the opposite corner is probably better. That was a very tough shot, especially at slow pace, but gives Larry back the table. And Larry's one of these players who, once he gets in the groove, can just run rack after rack and you never seem to get a shot. Very, very seasoned player, Larry. Very, very good. One of the very best across a long, long time. I've beaten him a lot of times. He's beaten me a lot of times. I've had the edge on him when I've played him over the last few years, but he's been the one. I think he won the World 9-Ball Championships, and that takes more than a smile. So he's still got it. I've had good results against Larry, but quite a lot of games I used to just go berserk and just not miss a ball for tons of racks no matter where they were. These days I've sort of lost my edge a little bit. Now he's going to need a bit of luck here. Well, I think he should hold his hands up there. That's certainly on the luckier side, because if that white had been a bit over, he wouldn't have had a shot here, but when you're a good player, that seems to happen. It's a big moment, that one, when he came back up and just hit on the right side of that ball. If he hit full ball, if he hit either side, it wouldn't have been any good, but just right there, worked perfectly. Now that's a bad mistake. Larry now forced to play the double. Still very gettable, but, obviously way, way harder than it should have been. No shot clock on, so it's nice to see the lads playing at a decent pace. And he just hits the inside of that ball and gives it to Mr. Bill, also known as Albuquerque Bill. And to miss that at 4-6 in a race to 9, which would have been 6-5, now it would be 7-4. That's a huge, huge break. But Bill can't roll this in, he will go in off. Yep, so he puts the bottom on it. And he misses it. Oh, does he? Wow. Unbelievable. Wow. Now, does anyone think this rack looks a bit wonky? Or is that straight? Is that an optical illusion? Looks like it's bent to the right for me. So Bill nearly missed that ball. So you think about the margins of error there, guys. You think about if Larry hadn't have made that mistake getting onto the 9, and if Bill had just wobbled that out. So in the end, it just went Bill's way just by those millimetres that change everything in pool. And Larry's back at the table chasing yet again, see if he can get back into this game. Very, very possible that he will. He's such a good player. You can never rule him out. You've got to get that final 9 ball. Nobody will know that better than Bill, because he knows exactly what he's doing on VP4. So Larry just rolling this in. Could go, but his choice here, you can go in the middle bag or the bottom pocket. Probably for me, the middle bag's a bit easier. You don't have to worry about the in-off so much because the brown's helping you out. So, but he takes the stun shot, and unfortunately, he misses it. Has he got away with it? As you can see, the rest of the rack was reasonably straightforward. The 8's a bit awkward, but I reckon you can just line up the combo if you wanted to. So once you're up and running in this rack, you really want to do it. The problem with this shot for Bill is that if he pots the red, either be a fluke, it's going to be hard to get up for the 4. It's not quite in the jaws enough, I don't think, for the side spin sort of kiss off the jaw. But he's probably going to have to go 1 cushion. If you're going to get really fancy, you'd come across 2 cushions. Well, that's a really good effort. Oh, that's a fantastic shot from Bill. Absolutely fantastic. Very nice shot. That was brilliant. Saying that what you had to do there was to hit off 1 cushion, off 2 cushions really, flick the 3 and come back up towards the 4. So that was a fantastic shot. Might be worth even rewinding that, guys, looking at that again. That was really good. Unfortunately, though, a good shot's only good if you clear up. Well, it's still a good shot, but not in terms of the rack. And Larry gets another shot. Bill was forced into those 2 shots there because he couldn't play safe on the 3, and the shot was on for the 4, even though it was hard. You cannot really turn it down. 9 balls, not a game for safety players. Sometimes you need very intricate safety, but generally speaking, it's a very attacking game, but that's a terrible miss from Larry. Really bad. He needs to shape up pretty quick, or he's going to find himself very much losing in this match, which would be a great win for Bill. In a race to 9 against Larry, anyone's going to struggle. He's got to watch the in off here. Doesn't want to hit this too hard and screw in. He's got to sort of slide across rather than screw it back in the middle. Exactly like that. It's absolutely perfect. So the thing you've got to be thinking about now is the black. Really, the green and the brown are probably guaranteed. It's what you do to get on the black. If you're really feeling good, you can try and top spin to hit the black in the corner, which would be consistent with other shots Bill's played, or you can play for the combo. Now I think the combo now is right, because I don't think he can get behind the black here, but he's going to have a go. I think he's going to have a try. He's tried to move it. I think he's got it. Oh, it's a fabulous shot from Bill. So 2 highlight reel shots from Bill in this rack. Very, very good value for his 8-4 lead, I think. So Bill is going to move to the hill. He's going to be 8-4 up in this race to 9 racks, and spotlight now firmly on Larry. See if Bill can get one of his golden breaks to really finish him off good and be a great 9-4 win. Great break, but where's the white? Oh, the white stays out. And he's got a shot on the 1, but very, very difficult. But if he can get on the 3, if he can just jack up, put the white in the bottom corner, screw the white across to the 3 at the same pocket where the white is now, he's got a chance. But he plays safe, but that yellow bouncing might well leave it on for Larry. Certainly a jump shot, he can get that. Very tough to get on the 3 though. He'd need to play with a bit of, almost like a bit of jump slide bottom, if that's possible. It is possible to sort of put a bit of spin on a jump shot, but it's very hard. You got to really understand the ball physics. Something like that, but at least he didn't foul. So Bill's got a chance that he can either lay a very good safety, or he could go for the double, or he went for the pot. And again it wobbled, but it went in. He needs a bit of a roll here. Well, the question is, does it go? And it doesn't go. Does it go that way? No, it doesn't. So he's going to have to push the boat out in the middle bag if he wants to go game, or he may choose to screw back behind the 5 and the 4. I'd find this middle bag hard to resist, but that's because I'm mad like that. I don't play as tight as I should. I think the right shot here is to play safe. But with no shot clock, he may as well take his time. He is going for it, I think. Or is he playing safe? Well, he went for that. And respect to him for that, you know, just playing a hard game. This will go in. Just got to put a little bit aside on the 3 just to avoid hitting the 6 first. Larry will get this one in because he understands physics and that. Well, that's low in the cushion. That is low in the cushion. So didn't counter for the slide enough on the hard shot though. Hard shot. You'll get those kind of probably 7.5 out of 10. But you know, not a 10 out of 10 shot, definitely not. So Bill just needs to, oh, it's gone wrong. The worst thing you can do there is to hit the ball full in the face. So a slight reprieve there, for Larry. This is quite an entertaining game actually. I've enjoyed watching this. Oh, that goes behind the 8. Well, I think Larry's got to be considering, just be happy to be back at the table, really. There you go. When when the going gets tough, Larry really concentrates and puts a nice plant there. It wasn't straight on, so had to work it, but did well. And really it's as straightforward as this. Larry just cannot afford to miss here. If he misses, it's all over, so the pressure's on. That's a great shot. See the way how he avoided just straight stun because it was too close to the middle, but he put side on, went a bit lower into the cushion, but stun back out, and that's the sign of a really class player. That you really understand the angles and how to keep things safe. So this run out as solid as it gets for Larry. It's a pity he wasn't doing that a bit more earlier on, but now was the time to do it. He haven't got any more chances, and the 9 slots away. The white's safe, and it's 8-5 to Mr. Bill. Larry gets to break, winner breaks. That 2 wobbled right in the jaws. Unbelievable that missed. But fortunately for Larry, it didn't go easy. Although I think this has got to be a double, because the black makes it a slightly bigger pocket. You have got the knuckle to worry about, but just go for the double. And I think if you land on the 2, it's almost all over. The 5's awkward, the 7 blocks it into the corner, but I do think the double is the right shot to play here. Bill agreed with me. The question is Larry going to be on? Well, he can jump it, and he might actually end up on the 2 if he hits the, what I'll call it, hits the 1 on the volley. He doesn't want to bounce, so he'll end up all over the place, but if he can just judge the jump to hit the 1 before it hits the cloth, he could end up on it here. No, but he has, I think, he might have left this on. So Bill's having a look at the 2. And really I think the 5 is the only issue in this rack, to be honest, for me, the 5. Because obviously once you pot the 5 and get down for the 6, then the rest of the table pretty much is out of roadmap. But 2 to 3 to 4 is okay. I think 4 to 5 and 5 to 6 are the critical shots. If you solve that puzzle, you win the match. Bill will know that. Oof. Well, he nearly showed a bit of nerves there, but just has to keep it together. He'll be feeling it a bit. Beating Larry 9-5, beating Larry at all's a tough thing. It's not a bad shot, but how does he get to the 5? The world is watching, Mr. Bill. What are you going to do? I mean, is there maybe a combo on the 9 here? If you screw back, if he has the angle, can you jack the white back into 9, hit it towards the middle? I don't know where the angle's on there, but if you certainly use a couple of ball lengths over to the left, I think the shot might well be on. Is he going to topspin this? I'm not sure where he's... Well, he's played for... Not quite sure what he played for there, but if he landed back where the black was, maybe that's what he was trying to do. And then if you hit the black, at least you've got the 3 to roll into the side and the long cut on the 6, but it's all academic now because it's not on. There's no double. Not in the top corner anyway. Middle bag's probably too risky. Well, he went to the middle bag. I think that was a mistake. He's looking, well, got very lucky there. That stroke of luck could win the match. Bill quickly acknowledges his good fortune to Larry. Just a VP for etiquette. It's always nice to do that. Larry makes a good hit. Needs that to bounce. It does, but the problem is, with a little bit of right hand side spin to throw this in, the white will come perfectly back to just about where it is now. And this match now should be all over. So that's, I don't know why he's playing it well, right, left hand side, but it's a This could easily end up in the... Oh my god. Maybe Bill feels a little bit bad about the stroke of good fortune. I think the shot there was to hit it with right side, not left side. I think he got himself a bit mixed up there. Maybe he felt a bit guilty about his good fortune, who knows. But Larry now needs to just avoid the in-off down the corner. Ooh, just avoided it. He would say he had it perfectly under control. It was close. So the match looks like it might continue then. So that was Bill's first real chance to put this away. And by real chance I mean where you should have done rather than you could have done. Larry's playing it totally safe. He's not leaving himself anything hard. Very nice. So it's 8-6 to Mr. Bill with Larry breaking. He goes a little bit further towards the cushion this time. And there's nothing down. Well, now this... Well, I was going to say this is a clear chance, but look where the 6 and the 5 have gone. Unfortunately, where the 4 is, very, very tricky indeed. Just looking, you can't even go up for the 2, you can't even chase it because of the way the 8 is blocking the 3, so it's a very, very hard shot here. But you just sometimes have to see what happens. I would just pot the 2 and the 3 here and just go for a kamikaze on the 5. Just try and move it if you can. If you get it right, you win. I think is what you'll see Bill do. Is leave yourself an angle, maybe just bring the white back to where it is and then just load up bottom right and just try and hit them. You could hit them and go in off, you could hit them and go snookered, you could hit them and make it perfect. You just don't know how it's going to go. It's a low percentage shot, but you only need it to work once. What's he doing here? Well, he's done exactly what I think I would do, and then now I would just load up with bottom right and just get into them. If the 9 wasn't there, I think I would fancy myself to hit this cluster. I think you just load up with bottom right, come off the back cushion near the 1, 2, 3 dots at the top, the right hand one. And I would no, what was that? That was maybe he was trying to leave himself the carom, I think. Still might be on. If he can just nick off the 5, it might just knock the 6 in. Like that. Wow. Is that a match winner? Wow, it is. Very, very nice shot there. Absolutely brilliant, actually. Looked like he'd thrown it away, and now he's got the chance. I think this one for me, my natural shot is middle bag. But American people, they like to play the corners, so we'll see. That looks wide to me. But it's dropped in. Good shot. At first I thought he knuckled that one, but it just dropped in. So it should be all over now. Bill's done the hard work, just needs to mop up. A little bit of screw back here. Roll. Oh, very nice again. He's kind of making it a little bit harder for himself than it needs to be, but I think I always like it when the pressure's on. You can see them twitching just in the shots they're taking. You can see it's making the old blood flow a bit. Oh my god, it's unbelievable. Larry given another reprieve. How long can this go on for? Can he win it? 9-8. Can't have been expecting another shot there. Bill plays enough pool where he'd expected to put those away. Obviously feeling it a little bit, Bill. Come on, son. See it. Larry's not going to give it to you. You've got to earn it. So, in what will not be music to Bill's ears, ball's flying in, but the 8's gone awkward. Just checking my phone. Ooh. So Larry fighting for to go into a decider. Notice a sign of a very good player. Larry really hasn't missed that much since going to the final hill. I think Bill's had probably two clear-cut chances. Excuse me. Now is he trying to hit off the 9 here? Maybe move the 9 as well as coming back up for the 7. Watch, he'll just nick the 9 here. I think he'll open these up. Where's the white? Oh no! Disaster for Bill. No, Larry, sorry. Very, very, very unlucky. It was the right shot. You know you're losing the white a little bit. You know you can do that 10 times, you're going off once, maybe twice. It's just really, really unlucky. It's not nice to see the game end this way. I was just said that Larry's not going to give it to him. Unfortunately, by no real fault of his own, that's exactly what he's done. So Bill just now needs to really just play with a little bit of top right, go off the side and the top cushion. Stay right away from any pockets, and it's game over. But it's been a really, really entertaining match, this. I've enjoyed watching it, I've enjoyed commentating on it, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching it as well. So, watching this 9 drop. There it goes. Well done, Bill. 9-7 victory over Larry. Very good match. And thank you guys for watching. Thanks for watching runout.tv. Tune in again soon for the next video, and I will see you next time.